obviously being on X Factor, which is like a huge stage, the lights are crazy. You've got a big screen behind you. You've got all the audience chanting your name and cheering. And then you've got the judges panel judging you the whole time as well, which is going to be completely nerve-wracking. You know what I mean? How did you deal with that? Like, how did you, step out on stage every night consistently?
I just loved every moment of it. Find that job you like and you never have to work again in your life.
Yeah. Yo, let's join forces. Hit the subscribe button. Wagner from the X Factor, a very interesting character. For those of you who did not watch X Factor at that period of time in 2010, you will find more information on Wagner here in this video and others that I will be uploading. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, because we had a podcast with the man himself and we spoke about many, many different things. What was X Factor like? What's it like behind the scenes? Like all those kind of things. I mean, I went to a holiday park in Wales. I had my kids and we were sitting in the audience, and then one of the holiday reps got off the stage in the middle of the performance and was like, "We're gonna help someone. We're gonna ask someone for the audience. Oh, we need someone on stage." And they came right past me, and I was like, the ladies put a hand on my shoulder and was like, "Dad, can you come on stage and bring your daughter with you?" I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna go on stage now." So we walked on stage, and I have to say, like, as soon as I got on stage, the lights alone, especially wearing glasses, couldn't see anything. Like, all I could see was darkness, blackness, and I could hear voices. Like, so it was like a surreal experience for me. So, like, obviously being on X Factor, which is like a huge stage, the lights are crazy. You've got a big screen behind you. You've got all the audience chanting your name and cheering. And then you've got the judges panel judging you the whole time as well, which is going to be completely nerve-wracking. You know what I mean? How did you deal with that? Like, how did you, step out on stage every night consistently?
I just loved every moment of it. Find that job you like and you never have to work again in your life.
Yeah.
But my only concern when I was there was not to forget the lyrics. They only gave me songs that I never sang or paid attention to it.
Yeah.
And I had only a few days to learn them. And my mother tongue is Portuguese, so I was in a serious disadvantage with the other contestants because they speak English.
Yeah.
As they language.
Yeah, it's their main language, isn't it?
English is my second language. So having to sing songs in my second language,
that's amazing.
Songs that I didn't know or never paid attention to it. That was hard. My fear was not forget the lyrics.
So the whole time you're on stage, you're thinking, "Am I going to forget these words? Like, am I going to forget these lyrics?" That's got to be like nerve-wracking in itself, man. That's completely like.
It has happened to me sometimes in doing a gig, forgetting the lyrics. You get distracted. It's easy. You get distracted by somebody in the audience or something, and all of a sudden you get lost.
Yeah.
It's horrible. It's the worst thing that can happen.
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously with some
especially if that was on TV in front of millions of people.
Oh, that's it. Not even like when you're performing in like a small function or a function room, you can sort of compose yourself, come back to it, and be like, "Oh, sorry, folks." But when it's like national live television, there's no space to be, "Okay, let me just compose myself, walk away, come back to it," and there's no space for that. Yeah. I mean, like, you had live shows. It was like completely live as well.
I was to be behind the stage, backstage, waiting for my moment to come with the lyrics on a piece of paper, reading.
That's amazing.
Making sure I don't forget it.
That's amazing.
And then did it. Wow, madness. Well, something else as well. I didn't sing very well because one of the reasons. Well, first of all, I don't have a golden voice like Pavarotti, but one of the reasons was if you don't know the words, you don't know the notes.
Yeah.
Because every syllable, every syllable is in Portuguese sílaba.
Right.
Yeah. Every syllable is a note. So if you're not sure about the words, you're not sure about the notes.
Wow. So you're literally trying to comprehend the whole melody as well. Sorry, just have to miss the screen there. You have to compose the whole melody in your head while you're trying to figure out the song. Did you have like headphones on and like listen to the song before you went out? Did they even like provide you with headphones so you had? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you had
to like everything, yes.
Yeah, I mean that's good, but that's a lot of pressure. That's a heck of a lot of pressure. I mean, I noticed on your first audition, that was an amazing audition. Right?
I hated it. I don't know why people loved it.
Yeah, I love that first audition. That first audition was amazing. Like, if you haven't watched Wagner's first audition, go and check it out. It should be on YouTube. I found Wagner's first audition on YouTube, even though I did watch it originally on TV. But those of you viewers who are a little bit young, you know, you might not have been around in 2010, go back and check out Wagner's first audition and tell me you don't love it. Right? Because I love that audition, not only because of your singing voice and your melody, but as the judges says, your enthusiasm and the joy you bring to people. Like,
because I love it.
Yeah.
I love singing.
I mean, like, as I said, like, originally at the start of this podcast, I said, this man is the first PewDiePie. Right? And the reason why I say that, PewDiePie is the highest subscribed to YouTube channel on the planet. Right? And the reason why I say that you're the first PewDiePie is because you were on X Factor in 2010 throughout the whole year up until, I think it was just before the semi-finals. So that's just as it's running towards Christmas. PewDiePie uploaded his first video in October 2010. And you were selling and doing the same thing that PewDiePie is really doing. And that's like giving people your soul, giving people your spirit, giving people your joy through your art, right? But in a way where PewDiePie is actually Swedish. So when he was like delivering his content and recording himself for these gameplay footage, you know, we couldn't really understand what he was saying sometimes. You know, he'd have like a Swedish twang to his voice. But it was lovable. It was like something where, you know, we can feel what you're saying instead of having to really 100% understand every single syllable. So like, that's something that I wanted to really touch on in this podcast. Before Wagner turned up today, I was going to say that was one of the things that I really wanted to touch home with. That Wagner's, you know, points, like of his what he drives home with every single performance is the joy. You know, he's always making people smile. You know, and is that something that's like always been important to you as well, like making people smile with your performance? And
to be honest with you, I never expected that.
Really?
I never expected that I would bring that much joy to people. But that's what everybody tells me.
Yeah.
And I'm recognized everywhere I go. I mean everywhere.
Yeah.
Scotland, Wales, Ireland, England. If I go to a pub, I can't drink in peace because people come to me for photographs all the time. And one thing that intrigues me is that although I'm recognized wherever I go, people shout my name from the buses, from the cars, all the time.
Yeah.
So millions of people know me. But
Yeah.
I don't have many followers on Facebook and
that's
Twitter and
crazy.
Instagram. I don't understand why, seriously. Wherever I go, everybody seems to know me.
Yeah.
And when I sing, they come to me and say, "Oh, you bring so much joy."
Should I tell you what I think
And
that
I'm
is?
thinking, why do I bring so much joy? And two, why is that everybody knows me, but I don't have many followers?
Should I tell you one of the
on
reasons why I think that is?
Facebook
I think that's
Instagram
because
and
yeah,
Twitter.
I think that's because like a lot of the time you have fans who create like accounts as well, and I think it's one of those things where you see an account and if it's not got the million followers, you're like, why? That must be a fan account. So it might be the case where you need to give people a plug out now and tell people where your Facebook account is, or maybe we put it on the screen below, right? This is Wagner's Facebook account, and next we'll have his Instagram account, everything else, so you guys can follow Wagner right now. As soon as you watch this video, go and follow Wagner afterwards, and that is the real Wagner. Not Wagner. Wagner. That's the real Wagner. Follow him right now on social media. I always thought that was an interesting thing as well, like social media, like, you know, trying to, you know, take your brand or your person or who you are as a person and your art and what you do and trying to translate that online is a difficult thing to do. Like, I've always found that's a business. You know, as soon as you've hit like social media and all sorts of things, it turns into a business rather than your art. Are you finding that you're having to really balance business and your art? Because like you said in your first audition, you said what you want to do is you want to wake up every morning and you want to be like a cockatoo. You know,
Cockerel.
Cockerel, not cockatoo. Yeah, every morning. And I understood that metaphorically. So like every day, the sun will rise. Regardless of what happens in the world, the sun will rise, right? And Wagner's that sort of person. Every day, he's going to sing. It's what you want to do.
Isn't the cockerel a magnificent bird? What a bird. Seriously.
Yeah. I mean, I've never had a
Fights
cockerel
to
myself.
death.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, oh yeah, people, it's horrible, never do that. I hate seeing animals suffering. But people put cockerels to fight. And they would not give up the fight.
Oh, no way.
until they fight to death.
That's something to research. That is, I've never known that. Cock
It's,
fight,
it's,
man.
a,
That's a really
it's a
serious.
warrior bird, yeah.
Animal cruelty, guys. We don't want any animal cruelty in the world. That's something you don't have to hear it just from me. Wagner's here as well.
Oh, no,
Animal cruelty is a serious thing.
To animals.
I mean, my kids, they always. I know you've got kids yourself as well. My kids, they're always thinking about animals and animal cruelty. And when we go to Sea Life Centre, they're always sitting there and thinking about, do you get to go to the Sea Life Centre? Is that like something
I've been a couple of times there.
Oh, okay.
In the Birmingham one, yeah.
Do you get like special treatment? Do they pull you aside and this is Wagner from X Factor? Like,
Oh, they comment, yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. That is awesome. I'd imagine like sitting down and you get free things.
Many times.
Okay, yeah. So that's the reason to do X Factor, guys. You get free things as well as soon as you made an impact. And I really do think that Wagner's made an impact like everywhere around it sounds like around the world, like internationally.